Government researchers polled Canadians on their willingness to adapt a vegetarian diet to reduce weather changes in a new study on shaping Canadians' behaviors and beliefs. A study conducted by in-house Privy Council researchers, which partners with the recently formed Behavioral Sciences Office of the Public Health Agency of Canada, gauged Canadians' willingness to adopt a vegetarian diet to help with the weather. The poll was meant to collect Canadians' behaviors and beliefs related to climate change action, as first reported by Blacklock's reporter, with only 7% of people surveyed identifying as vegetarian or vegan. The report, titled Surveying Canadians' Climate Change Beliefs, Attitudes, and Behaviors Over Time, cost taxpayers $247,000. The goal of the survey was to provide research-based information on Canadians' beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors relating to climate change to the Privy Council Office, Environment and Climate Change Canada, and Natural Resources Canada. This includes surveilling Canadians' support for existing and proposed climate policy and programs while gauging their risk perceptions pertaining to climate change and its impacts. The researchers also evaluated how readily Canadians would accept government-recommended behaviors to combat climate change, while testing their climate change knowledge around the topic. The results from Wave 3 of the study showed that just over 30% of Canadians ate a plant-based diet in the last 2 months, whereas most recycled and reduced food waste, although the survey says that switching to a vegan diet is a high-impact behavior, whereas littering and buying local food is considered low impact. On Figure 25, it shows that Canadians' trust in all levels of government to make good decisions around climate change is low, something the behaviorists at Impact Canada say remains low and stable. Interestingly, Canadian Private Members Bill C-293, the Pandemic Prevention and Preparedness Act, includes a provision encouraging the government to promote alternative protein production as a means of reducing pandemic risk. Introduced by anti-meat activist and Liberal MP Nathan Erskine-Smith from Toronto, the sweeping powers granted to an appointee from the Public Health Agency of Canada have alarmed health-conscious Canadians and those in the meat industries. In a recent interview with Rebel News, lawyer Lisa Myron called out the bill's overreach, pointing out that instead of addressing real biological threats like gain-of-function research, the government is instead pushing a totalitarian agenda that forces Canadians to choose between eating alternative proteins like bugs or Bill Gates's lab-grown meat.
Here we are reducing pandemic risk, right? Not by, looking into gain-of-function research, but by eating bugs. There you go, Canada. I want you to get mad. I want you to say, no, I'm not eating bugs to reduce pandemics. For public health, embedded with the WHO, passed by our Trudeau and Singh government, our Singh government. No coup in our country, no to Bill 293.
At the end of the day, I really could care less about how people choose to eat, whether it's bugs, lab-grown meat, or a nice juicy steak. It's their personal choice. But here is the issue. The government has no business regulating or dictating what's on our plates or on our menus. This bill is a dangerous overreach, one that sets a precedent for government intrusion into every aspect of our lives. Let people decide for themselves without the state stepping in and pushing a radical agenda disguised as public health. For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. Radical anti-meat activist MP Nate Erskine-Smith's Private Members Bill C-293 is just one step away from becoming law in the Senate. To stop this misguided vegan bill, sign our petition and send a forum email to your senators at killtheveganbill.com. That's killtheveganbill.com.